Hello guys, welcome to the new playlist where we'll be learning Python from scratch. We'll be first making the foundational things that is needed for learning a programming language or Python specifically for our use case. So so in this playlist, we'll first go through what is programming, and then we'll then install Python, and then we'll see how to run Python from any kind of computer, how to use or how to run a Python program, and then we'll go through then from the basics of Python as we go for any programming languages in a sequence of variables, then data types, primitive, and then other data types, data structures, and then we go through then for if-else conditional statements, then we go for loops, and then we'll go for functions, and then classes. Okay, so this is the first video, and this is the introduction of the whole playlist, what we'll be learning and all. Okay, so yeah, so let's go to the first topic. Let's go to the first topic. What is programming? So what is the first question is like, before learning Python we need to understand what is programming. Okay, so we need to have a very good understanding of this question. We need to have an answer before doing anything related to programming, because this is the foundational question, as we all know. So what is programming? So if we take an analogy, like, we as humans are meant to be like social creatures. Okay, so we are social beings. We need to be in a group. Okay, so what we do in a group? Okay, so what we do in a group, we communicate. Okay, we communicate. Okay, so how do we communicate? We do it using some kind of language. Okay, that now there are many kinds of communication, we could say. There are many kinds of communication: written, vocal, and a lot of things. Okay, but now basically we are talking about the communication in a way, a simple communication. There are 5-10 people in a room, and they are communicating. So they are mostly communicating through talking. So they are using some kind of a medium. Okay, so some kind of medium that connects two people. Okay, so what's that medium? It's a language, right? It's some kind of a language. It could be English, it could be Hindi, it could be Marathi, it could be French, it could be Spanish, or anything. Okay, so what is it doing? It's connecting a person with another person. Some person is asking something, maybe asking something, or maybe suggesting something, and other person can understand that and perform an action based on the suggestion or some kind of asking or anything. So there's a medium. Okay, there are two entities. Two. If we take an example of just one two-person talking, there are two entities, and the medium that's connecting both of them for communication is their language, what they have chosen to talk in. Okay, so it's one entity can be from Spain, and one entity can be from maybe Portugal, maybe. Okay, and they both can talk, even though their entities don't know each other's language. Okay, but they can have a common language, maybe as English, where they can both talk in English, and so because they both understand English, they can both talk in English. So this is a medium. Okay, so that's what how we communicate in a human form. We use language as a medium. Okay, we just like we we can break down communication in many parts, like suggesting, asking, maybe anything. It could be anything. Okay, so why are we talking about this while we are talking about programming? Because it's a very closer analogy to programming also. Because there are two entities, a person he or she using a computer and a computer itself. So there are two entities. Okay. If we want to make them work together, we need something, some way, some medium, so they can both communicate and understand each other. Okay. So, okay, it's like, yeah, chalo. We have language now. Why don't we use language over here? We have English, Hindi, Marathi. We have that, right? We have done so much of evolution to create those languages. Why just use that over here? Let's see why it will not work. Humans can understand language, vocal language, or any language that we speak in. Okay, human language. As we can say, human language, Hindi, English, Marathi, or anything. Computers can't understand that. Okay, computers can't understand that. Computer don't know this sentence or this words. What is programming? It doesn't understand that. It's in English, but it doesn't understand it. Even if I write it in Marathi or Hindi or some other language, French or Spanish or any other language, it will not understand that. It doesn't have the capability to understand. So, what does computer understands? It understands binary language. Yeah, it understands binary. So, what is binary language? So the next question arises is what is binary language? It's ones, zeros, 1 0, 1 1. This it only understand ones and zero. Okay, just like we have some 20 plus characters in English, it will binary language only have two characters, 1 and 0. Like A to Z in English is equals to a 1 and 0 in binary language. So what's the problem? The problem comes over here is we can't understand binary language. It's a computer's language. Okay, I don't know what this all means. Okay, what this all means, I don't know. But the computer, if does it make a sense, and if it does make a sense, computer will understand it. I just typed it over randomly. Okay, but most of the language that computer understands is this only. It's a sequence of ones and zeros. A sequence of combination of ones and zeros from which it makes sense of. Okay, so the problem comes here is like we don't understand binary language. Computer don't understand human language. What to do now? Okay, what to do? We need to do something about it. So what we do is the solution that we came up, a brilliant solution that we came up is programming languages. Okay, programming languages. So programming languages is nothing but the medium of communication between a human and a computer. This is programming languages. So what is programming? As we come to the original question, it's just कि a human wants to do something with a computer. Okay, he wants a computer to perform some task. So he is instructing the computer. That's what programming is. The instructing to the computer for doing a specific task is called programming. Human want to Human is telling computer do this work. Yeah, that's program. How is he saying? He will not say literally do your work computer by smart. No, no, he will not say in that sense. What will he do? He will do programming which computer will understand and will perform a specific task. So here comes the programming languages. Programming language is nothing. It's like programming languages are understood by humans. Like programming languages are understood by humans, and they are compiled into a something that can be understood by computers. So what we do, like language programming language yeah, programming language which is understood by humans, and we have something called binary language which is understood by computers. So what we do is, like you could say, we write in programming languages which can be English. Okay, and this is binary languages in 1 0 1 and 1 and 0. Okay, so what we do, we make a compiler in between. So there's a compiler. Okay, there's a compiler in between which takes programming language which is in English, and it will output binary language. Okay, so this is where we use programming languages and compiler comes in the place. Okay, in the picture. Okay, so this is how it's useful. Uh, like this is the basic fundamental, you could say the most basic thing that we need to understand before writing any kind of program or working with any kind of program. We need to understand why we are doing it. Okay, programming language, because understood English, we can understand English, and we can't understand binary language. We need it in programming language, and we need some intermediary. This is the intermediary, you could say. Okay, this is the intermediate component which uh, which takes the input as programming language and outputs equivalent binary language. So it will the computer will understand what we are saying. It should be the same thing. It's like if I want to print 10 times, and the compiler is doing it for like 20 times. If the compiler is outputting the code binary equivalent for, it's not good, right? It's not right. That's not a that's not what human asks to do it. Human asks to do it only 10 times. So compiler will only generate the equivalent instructions which will output 10 times of now. Okay, so this is how it works, right? So this is the basic program. We need to talk to computer, so we can do some task together. Human will give tasks to the computer. Computer will perform those tasks. So there are many programming languages. Okay. So there's a very big programming language pool, you could say. Python, Java, C, C++, C Sharp, Golang, a lot of things. So why so many of those languages? Okay. So why so many of these languages? It's, if you would say the analogy with our human side, it's just same. Every country has its own language. Every country has its own language. In the same way, these domains in programming also have their own language and also some alternate languages. In India, we also speak Hindi, we also speak Marathi, we also speak English, we speak Bengali, we speak a lot of languages. I could go on, but in the same way, there's also some in domains there are multiple languages. It's like in data science, you could, if you want, if that's going into data science, it's like Python, you could use R. Okay, in the same way, if you are going into web development, JavaScript is the main language, then TypeScript is there. Okay, and in the app development there is Java, Kotlin, and if you use some cross-platform things, you could go with Dart and Flutter. So these are many different language, and you have to choose. Yeah, these are mostly your tools. Okay, these are your tools. You pick your tool wisely so that you can do your task efficiently. So this is how what we could talk about, a general dialogue that we have to do before writing any kind of code and discussing about any kind of programming language. So I hope you understood what is programming, why do we need a programming language, how do we achieve the gap between a programming language and a binary language, and there are many different languages because there are different tools for a lot of things. Okay, so yeah, so this is the basic dialogue that we needed to do. So if we could go to the I could say go to the next part of the video. It's like, because we are learning Python, so we'll go now mostly into the Python realm. So this was a very general form of a lot of things. Okay.